Welcome back, art friends. It's Mrs. Eichhorst here with Glitter and Glue with Mrs. Eichhorst, and I have a delicious little lesson for you today. This lesson is based on the art of Wayne Thiebaud, and that's how you say his name, Thiebaud. And he is an American painter who just had a big birthday in November, and he turned, can you guess? Yes, 100 years old. So and he's still painting, by the way. That's awesome. So we are going to do a little drawing of one of his favorite sweet treats. He painted a lot of cakes. And the ones that I did here, if we would be in the classroom, we'd be painting and sprinkling with glitter and all kinds of other jazz. But since we can't do that together, I'm going to show you how to draw a really fun cake today. And this is a 3-tiered cake like you might see at a party or a wedding. And you can design it for whatever you would like to design it for. Maybe for Christmas, maybe for your mom or dad's birthday or Nana's birthday. Or we'll see. So everyone needs a piece of paper and really just a pencil, or I'm going to use a big fat marker so you can see it well. All right? So grab your things, press pause, and come right back. All right, welcome back. I know I didn't hit my pause sign today. That's okay. To draw this cake and make it fit our paper, we are going to take our piece of paper, and I always call it the tall way because it's tall, not short, tall. And we are going to fold it in half, hamburger style, not hot dog. Some people say if you fold it the long way, it's hot dog style. All right? And I'm not going to crease it too tight, but I want it in half. It doesn't matter what size paper you have. Fold it the long way, fold it in half, hamburger style. Not hot dog. Hot dog would be this way, long and skinny. All right? Hamburger style in half. And now we're going to fold it one more time in half. And like I said, you don't have to crease it super tight, but we need those lines because those are going to be our guidelines so we know where each tier or each layer is going to go. So see how I have 1, 2, 3, 4 sections of paper? I'm also, while it's folded like this, gonna fold it in half this way one more time. And I promise you, this is the last. And this is going to be the final fold. And this is going to be another section that we need. All right. And like I said, these are just guidelines. And once your drawing is sitting out for a little while, they kind of just disappear. The humidity in the air kind of helps. So now we have all these little sections on our paper. I think you can see them. And I'm going to stick my paper up here. All right. First thing I'm going to do is go to that bottom section right here. And in the middle of that, I'm going to put 2 horizontal lines. Horizontal, like the horizon where the sun sets, right? The horizon. All right, so I'm going to do 1, and this is my cake plate. You can make it as big as you want to, really. And 1 above that, too. So I used my guideline, that first fold, for my first line. The second line is right above it, and then I'm going to connect them with a little curve. All right. That's going to be my cake plate. Now I want to make a fancy little stand for it. You can decide how fancy you want it. Mine's not perfectly symmetrical. It really doesn't matter. This is just for fun. But we're going to use some lines. So I'm going to take 2 parallel lines, right? They're right going down next to each other, but not touching. And I'm going to do that right next to my middle crease here. So 1 on each side. All right, so now it sort of looks like a little chubby T. All right, And then I'm going to make another line kind of at the bottom, but shorter than this one. And it's also horizontal. And now I want to connect them. Okay? I'm going to pull this up a little bit closer for you guys so you can see better. All right? So I'm going to connect this one just kind of with a little curve. And this one with a little bit of a curve. Okay? There's my base. So that's going to hold my big cake because it is big and tall. The first layer I'm going to put on a rectangle that will only go up to this next section. See how I have this next line? But it's going to be the biggest, so I'm going to go right to the edge of my cake dish. Not quite to the edge, but close. For this first layer, this bottom layer. Or tier, I guess they would call it in the cake biz. All right, so a nice big rectangle. I'm going to do that again on the next section of my paper, only I'm going to make it a little bit smaller, right? So again, 2 vertical lines. I don't think I said that. They're horizontal and vertical and smaller than this bottom. And again, horizontal on the top. So we're getting a lot of horizontal vertical lines today. I always remember vertical because my son played basketball and he really worked on his vertical. Mine is about that big, but basketball players like Michael Jordan and, oh gosh, all these others, he'd be embarrassed that I can't think of one. They would have a really high vertical. They can jump very high, straight in the air. So that's how I know that these are vertical and this one is a horizontal line. All right, and finally, I'm going to put the top tier on my cake, so I'm going to pull this back, and I'm going to make it shorter than my section. These we made all the way up to the top line, but I might like to do something like candles or something on the top. So I'm going to do, again, 2 parallel vertical lines and 1 horizontal. All right, in mine, I wanted to make like somebody ate a bite or a slice came out. You don't have to do that, but if you do, I just kind of made my top line come down a little bit, and then you have to have this little cutaway, all right? So we can see where they took out a piece. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. All right, so now you have your cake, and you're going to use patterns and all the other lines that you know to really make it look fancy. So you might want to put, you know how sometimes they put that special frosting on the top layer? So maybe you make that curvy line. Or maybe you want to put some kind of embellishment along the bottom of one of your tiers. You can use maybe a zigzag line. Maybe in between your zigzags, you're going to put some little flowers, because sometimes they do that, right? On cakes, they put these little frosting flowers all over the place, and they're so delicious. I love those. All right, so you're going to use lines and patterns to finish your cake. Color it if you have something to color with at home, and then, of course, sign it. All right, and what I like to do is in the drawing that I give you on Google Classroom, I like to finish my drawing, click on that drawing, the Google Classroom one. There's a little word up at the top menu that says insert. You want to insert this image that you just drew so that I can give you credit for it. All right? You can always email it to me or text it as well. All right? Hope to see you soon, boys and girls. Have fun making your cake. All right. Bye-bye.